Derek is gonna make some GI 1000 here.
Action!
Getting all the base out of the container, making sure he scrapes all the sides. It's got 821.6 grams of base. Now he's adding the activator portion. Adding the activator in a 10-to-1 ratio. That would be 10 parts of the base and 1 part of the activator. Alright, now we're going to look down at the scale. It's got 82.5 grams. It's good for a 10-to-1 ratio mix. Now he's mixing both together, making sure it's a solid mix. Again, he's going to want to scrape all the sides of the container to make sure they're completely mixed. You can notice we've got a nice light blue color coming from the mix. And now that he's got a nice consistent mix, he'll be putting the mixture into one of our VS1000 degassing units. Alright, now he's got it turned on. And the vacuum's starting to take hold. You can notice all the bubbles starting to come out of the silicone. That's the vacuum working, releasing all the trapped bubbles in the mixture. And the silicone's starting to rise to the top. The vacuum, you may have to release a little bit of pressure to make sure the Make sure the silicone doesn't rise above the container. It'll create a big mess inside the vacuum chamber. This process takes about 2 minutes long. You got to make sure that make sure it completely rises and falls and all the bubbles do come out. After you do see it rise and fall, you're going to want to wait another 30 to 45 seconds to make sure all the bubbles are indeed out. You can tell it's still working, bubbles are still coming out. It's a very important part of the process if you want to have a bubble-free tool. As you can see, the activity with the silicone is starting to slow down a little bit. It's starting to bubble less and less. Now that we barely see any bubbles coming out, we're probably going to wait another 30 seconds to make sure all of them do get out. Now we're going to remove the silicone from the vacuum. Release the pressure. Now our silicone's ready to be poured around the master so we can make a tool. Now by this point the silicone's it pours nice and slowly, so it's really easy to work with at this point. And there you have it. The silicone has been poured around the master. As the silicone cures, should be able to move the silicone around the master, and we'll have a tool to be able to fill with urethane.